But this is why good leadership matters, because when you're creating an organization that has psychological safety built in, what you're doing is you're creating conditions in which people can raise their hand and say, I made a mistake. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm struggling. I've got issues at home. My kid's flunking out of school and it's affecting my work. Like you can bring that to work and tell somebody, whether it's a colleague or a leader, and what you'll be met with is support, right? But if you create an organization that doesn't have psychological safety, where it is performance at all costs, no one is going to reveal any of those things, because for fear that makes them fireable, or it damages their promotability, or they have personal issues, like that makes me sound weak. This term vulnerability is becoming popular in business now, but the word scares a lot of people. I don't want to be vulnerable. It doesn't mean weak, right? It means that I'm revealing shortcomings or mistakes or errors, but I can do that with confidence. And I think this is the thing that people miss, which is, I'll just give you an example, right? You can deliver any of these things with confidence versus lack of confidence. So for example, I need you to be vulnerable. I don't know how to read a P&L. So I don't know if I'm going to need help, right? Okay, that is not,
this person's not going to last very long.
That is not confidence inspiring in anybody we're working with, right? You can have that same shortcoming in skill, right? Which is, hey, I know you're going to find this hilarious, but I never learned how to read a P&L. If somebody could please just show me how to read a P&L, I will learn it and we got no problems. But for now, we're not going anywhere until somebody can tell me how to read this damn document, right? In one case, you're horribly insecure about the lack of skill. And the other one, you just own it. And so being vulnerable doesn't mean being insecure. Being vulnerable just means I'm going to tell you something I don't know. Lying, hiding, and faking, unfortunately, is how a lot of people are forced to come to work.
Lying, hiding, and faking.
Yeah. Lying, hiding, and faking is the way a lot of people are forced to come to work, because the reward and incentive structure, or worse, the punishment structure, if you reveal any of these things, you risk losing your job, or you risk getting unpromoted, or somebody else promoting ahead of you because, they're faking it better than you are. So, the great teams, and this, which is one of the good things about sports is we all know there's something wrong because you can't hit the ball, right? Like I can see it.
Yeah,
right. Where, in business, we can lie, hide, and fake a lot easier than we can in sports. So sports, you can't get away with it. So what we do is we don't fire them. We help them work on that thing. And first we help them get their confidence back.
That's right.
Like a slump is a terrible thing. It's mainly psychological because they've got the skills.
Correct.
So every sports team knows there's a psychological component and sometimes there's a skills component.
That's right.
And yet in business, we just scream and yell at people or fire them because they're underperformers or not promote them. But we don't recognize there's a psychological component and sometimes there's a skill component. Usually it's the former.
So
good leaders know that.